Hi everyone, we will learn about the pod network latency experiment. We will inject the network latency experiment to the online boutique application, which is a microservice architecture. We can see a lot of microservices here, and we will inject the chaos to the card service, one of the microservice, which and the front end service internally calling its API. So once we will inject the network latency to the card service, it will affect the front end applications because internally, when we are loading this page, and this is calling the card service API. We can see the fault enables here. So in target application, we can provide the application detail. Uh, we have provided the app name is as boutique and app kind is deployment, and we have provided the card service labels here. In the tune fault, we have network latency field expect a value in a millisecond. So we have provided a 4000 millisecond, which is 4 seconds. So we will inject the 4 second latency, and we will inject this latency for the 30-second duration. I have a one replica here, so I'm not providing the pod affected percentage here. And we have an option to inject a chaos for specific IP or host or port. So we can specify those values, but right now I'm putting these values empty. So it will inject the chaos for all the destination IP and host. We have a 3 resiliency probe here. So we have a system probe, which is a command probe and checking the health status of the application in before and after the chaos. We have a app health check, which is a HTTP probe and checking the health status of the front end application. And we have a boutique website latency check, which is a Prometheus probe, which is checking the latency for metrics. We have a metrics for checking the latency. It is validating the value. So we can run this experiment. While this experiment is running, we can see like we can try to refresh this. So it is taking very less time. It is there is no latency right now. And in the Grafana also we have configured multiple dashboard here. So first one is the probe success percentage. So we have a liveness probe in the front end. So by which we are checking the like its success percentage, like how many time it is passing. So right now it is 100%. And we have a like front end and cart QPS, and there are other like metrics as well. So here we can see the probes are running right now, and you can see the target pod name is a card service. So it already picked the card service pod. And right now, I think it's created the helper pod, and fault is already started. So we can try to reload this application now. So we can see there is some latency. It is taking a time while we are loading this website. So we can see now it is loaded, and we can see these metrics are also dropping from 100 to a lesser value, and these are the average metrics, average over time. Also, we can see the access duration for the front end service is also increasing, and we can see the access duration for the card service is also increasing. So right now here, front end service is affected because internally it's calling the card service. So we can wait till the fault will be completed. We can see the fault is completed. We can see the probe details here. So the system probe, which was checking the health status in the of the target pods in the before and after, that is passed, and app health check is failed. So we can see we are checking the status, and we are expecting a 200 status here, but the timeout is 3 seconds, and we have provided the latency as a 4 second. So that's why the probe is timed out. So we can see the reason here. So it's a context deadline access. It's a timed out. So that's why this probe is failed. And we can check the boutique website as well. So here we are expecting the value should be lesser than 120 second for the that latency. But we can see the reason here. So so here the value was 121 and we were expecting a value lesser than 120. So because of the latency, this Prometheus values also increase. So that's why this probe is failed. And because only one probe out of these three probe is passed, so we can see the resilience is scored 30% and experiment is completed.